In the moments leading up to a revolution, the world may still appear perfectly normal. Old ideas and beliefs are still in play. The cultural institutions remain standing, and the textbooks still tell the same story. Nothing has changed, but the winds of change have started to blow, and anyone who's watching the weather knows that a storm is on the way. We are in one of those moments right now. More and more questions are impossible to answer, not because we can't find the answers, but because the answers aren't there to be found. They simply don't exist. The stage is set for a scientific revolution, and in many ways, it has already begun. In Thomas Kuhn's book, The Structure of Scientific Revolutions, he describes the way in which science progresses, the way it has always progressed, not in a slow, methodical march forward along a straight path, but through stagnant periods of what he calls normal science, in which puzzles are solved and theories applied, patents are issued for gadgets and gizmos, ideas get tested and the results get published, but nothing new is really happening. Then, one at a time, the anomalies begin to appear. Observations are made that the current paradigm can't explain or account for, and so it doesn't even try. Scientists look the other way. They deny the data, they dismiss the people who are asking the questions because they have no way of addressing the question. The questions lie beyond our understanding of the world. The problem is, the questions don't go away when you ignore them. The questions remain and new ones arise, until eventually there are too many of them and together they are too big to ignore. As the awkward and uncomfortable tension is building, there will be a handful of unconventional thinkers who color outside of the lines. Some of them are outside of the coloring book altogether, drawing on the walls or chewing on their crayons. To everyone else, these folks seem loony. These are the people who will be the first ones to see the real solution that everyone else has missed. They know that it's not about finding the answer. It's about changing how the questions are asked. It's about changing the system altogether. It's about starting a revolution. And when there's nothing else that can be done, the pressure builds and then explodes, and scientific understanding leaps forward and lands on a new perspective, a new point of view, otherwise known as a new theory, one that shifts the paradigm for the entire culture. From this new perspective, it is easy to see the answers to all those impossible questions. Armed with brand new solutions to old conundrums, the gears of explanation, education, and innovation begin to grind again. For a while, there will be new growth in technology and economies. Everything will be normal again until the next revolution. Meanwhile, on planet Earth, we are witnessing the beginning of the next revolution in science. We are about to trade scientific materialism in for a model of the universe in which consciousness is fundamental and primary. This is going to help find solutions to many scientific questions, but it will also provide some explanations which many people may find uncomfortable. You see, the new framework suddenly makes ESP, ghosts, and possible UFOs not just possible, but probable. As those kinds of questions finally find some answers, we will watch the paranormal become our new normal. And that's why we're here. This channel is dedicated to tracking the evidence that this paradigm shift is taking place, happening right now, and to discussing the socio-cultural implications that could disrupt our civilization. This will completely upend everything we believe about reality and our place in the universe. And if that sounds like fun to you, then you're in the right place. Let's get started. The brain has become something else entirely, no longer a generator. Now it has turned into an interface, a receiver, a kind of filter. If consciousness is fundamental, and it's not confined to the brain, then communication might not require the senses at all. If information exists in a unified field of consciousness, then accessing distant information may not require physical proximity. If consciousness is not produced in the brain, then the end of the brain may not have to mean the end of consciousness. If this shift is real, and I think there's plenty of evidence to suggest that it is, then we're going to start seeing it show up in every aspect of our lives very soon. And when it does, it's going to change everything. And by everything, I mean science, medicine, society, privacy. According to Kuhn, paradigm shifts don't announce themselves. They begin quietly, out on the far edges of society, with a few ideas that don't fit until they do. And we may be living that moment right now. And if we are, the question is no longer whether or not these phenomena are real. there's a good chance they might. The question now is, once everyone realizes that these phenomena are real, what kind of universe are we going to be living in? And if we are standing at the edge of that realization, then before we know it, everything that we've considered to be paranormal may very well become our new normal. These phenomena do not violate the laws of nature. They violate a model of nature. That's going to do it for today. We'll see you next time. Until then, remember that I love you and stay furious. All power to the people.